And welcome back to Flexible Games, where we are playing Transport Fever, working on our Uber production series. And this is the first line that we've got ready to go. So I just want to set up a depot. Oh, come on, click. There we go. Get a depot on this line so we can get that going as soon as possible. Now we want to go east. So let's, again, pick the center. Give ourselves plenty of opportunity to use the correct line here. So we have options on both north and south of this to bring in goods if we so choose. Because depending on how the cities develop is how I'm going to be delivering goods, because I want the goods for the city to use the station that is the majority of the coverage. So if this station had the majority of commercial around it, I want to deliver commercial goods to this station. I don't want to deliver them here and then truck them over to here. So that's why I'm putting all those stations like that, just so we can get a little bit of extra leeway or extra wiggle room. How do I want to do this? Right there? I mean, yeah, that can work. So east and west, we've got a couple cities on either side. Which will really accelerate growth pretty fast. The more cities you connect together, the faster your cities will grow. It's a lot less about goods than it is about the number of people you're shuttling between your two cities. So the more people you're able to move, the better you are. And the goods themselves have much less impact on how fast the city grows. I think their main purpose is to offer a little bit more profit margin for your fledgling companies. Okay, so now again, we're going to want a little bitty branch coming off of there with a... Oh, that's already selected. Okay, so now let's get the lines going. It's so weird going to a line manager and having no lines in here. So we're going to go hub, westy, far, and back. So this is west commuter. Okay, yellow is fine. Let's do a new line. This is going to be the east. Okay, and I don't want yellow, I want red. So this is the east commuter. So we need to grow these cities. That's the big thing right now, is we need to grow them to be able to deliver the massive amount of material that I'm wanting to deliver. And so one of the things I also want to do is create stubs coming out of here. I know it's a little extra expense, but with these stubs coming out, the city won't actually grow around and make me have to bulldoze a bunch of stuff before I'm ready to. Because I'm gonna be merciless in the roads in these cities. I'm not gonna tolerate tiny roads. It's gonna be merciless. So again, I'm trying to do this quick. I don't want this series to last too long. You know, I don't know. I'm recording this sort of right after I wrapped up the other series. I don't really know how people are going to react to a series like this at all. But this is something I like to do late on in, you know, a game when, you know, there's a little bit. I've kind of done it all, so to speak, and I want to see what this engine is capable of and see just how much material we can move. Okay, I think those stubs are all ready to go. Okay, so now we've got an east and west line ready to go. I still need to do the north and south, but I'm running a little low on money, unfortunately. So let's get some trains going. We're going to do a Flying Scotsman, I think, and this is going to be yellow. Or do we want... Oh, that's way more money. Oh, that's even more reasonable. That is 851,000 a year. We can't really justify 851,000 a year because these cities are so tiny. I mean, there's only 75 people there. So we're gonna start the simulation, and let's get a. We're gonna start with a Flying Scotsman, and this is gonna be yellow, and we're gonna do one of these, and let's get some basic carriages here. Not too well, I don't think we're gonna be able to kind of go beyond too expensive here. Oh, that might be okay. 75 miles an hour is right on the nose with this. And I think 161, 242. Yeah, I think a couple of these. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I think is fine for this. And this train is going to be on West Commuter. And that was a significant amount of the money that I had saved up. So just to let you know that, yes, there was a significant amount of money that was involved in that process. Okay, so the next line is the east. I don't know if I have enough money. This is a red line. And we want the Flying Scotsman, and again, this, no, not that one. I think it was this one. We want 1, 2, 3, 4 of these. Fewer of them because we don't have much money. So we're going to need these cities to grow as quickly as possible. Please grow quickly. It's already reacting. It's already responding. So hopefully we will see a little bit of growth coming in on all of these cities. This one, I mean, these ones especially. Okay, so this isn't connected to anything. Well, that's a problem. That's a big problem. Okay, so let's... Oh, actually, let's connect this out here. Connect it up through here. There we go. And then right down the center of this. And take that one out because we don't want it. And let's line that up. Hopefully this will take the hint and connect those up like that. But now that we've got some connection in here, we should hopefully get a bit of passenger service coming in through there. So still nobody yet. We might have to take out some loans. Oh, we got We got a few people here, but again, this city, I really gutted this city to build this up, unfortunately. So I might have to sit and let this run like full blast for a little while, because we are low on funds. And yeah, see, our loan, we have a $30 million loan already. But we're gonna probably start making some money soon. We've already got people on this line kind of wanting to run it. So are you carrying anybody? Not yet. So yeah, I spent I think a little too much money early game. But we've already got people also coming and getting ready to use the eastern side. Look at that. We got somebody waiting there already. That's good. Get a little bit of that trickling income coming in, and it should help us grow these cities. Now, these far end cities aren't going to grow as fast as these inner cities are going to grow, just because the more cities you connect up, the better. So, does this guy have anybody? He's got 2 passengers. Okay, well, 2 passengers is a good start. How is this guy? So he's got 3 passengers. So, in the time it took for them to get to the ends here, we've already started to get passengers, which is good. So that is good news for us. And they couldn't make money fast enough right now. So we're going to borrow a little bit of money, try to cover ourselves here. We just had the year tick over, which hit us with a lot of loan interest. So 3 passengers, 25 grand. And for some reason, oh, you got 1 left because he wants to go this way. He doesn't want to come this way. He wants to go that way. So having multiple trains on these lines would be pretty helpful. But look at that, 20 people on this one, 4 on this one. Come on, city. Let's look at its charts. So yeah, the initial drop, that was me being a little hasty in my destruction abilities. But it's slowly working itself back up. You can see the reaction. It's growing and developing as best that it can. We're already up to 88, so we're growing pretty steadily here. So we're getting a little bit of income coming in. And there we go. We got 6 passengers now, and we've got 16 passengers going this way. One of the things that kind of sucks with these cities is if a resident is in a house, so if their house is here, so there's this person and there's this person. If they are on a train, if they're riding one of our trains, and the house gets redeveloped, like this one over here or this one over here, the person disappears. So in a city early on, you will find sometimes your train arrives with fewer passengers than what started out, and that's because the city is growing and developing, and it's having to sort of recalculate itself. So you can see this one already is going to be a problem, because this line here, I didn't make little stubs coming out, and it's already encroaching on that, unfortunately. And I just don't have the money to solve that problem right now. I mean, that was a pretty good amount of money that this thing just made. But look at the running costs. The running costs are crippling this process. And so who knows, I may not even last this. I may get in so far into debt that it's going to be a tough road getting out. You know, you can't just throw money at it. I mean, you could, but that doesn't guarantee that you're gonna last, because this is what controls it. How big this city is, and we are growing. We are definitely growing, but the problem is there just aren't enough people to move in this city. I mean, there's only 92 people in the entire city. So even if every one of those people went into one of my stations, it still wouldn't fill this train up. So this train wouldn't be filled. You know, it's got a lot of room to spare. It could take the entire population of that city and move it down the track, and it still would be a problem. And look at that. We've got this one connected right up through here. So this city, oh, it looks like we've got some growth on this side. So this city is also reacting pretty nice, and it started out to be probably a little bit bigger than the other ones. They all pretty much had the same settings to start out with. And this city is also growing. This had a lot less destruction initially. Much less destruction that it had to contend with. So this city is actually pretty good. A pretty good size. 131 people here. So hopefully we are moving quite a lot of people here. Well, I'm already $1 million more in debt. Let's see how much this gives me. 179,000. That's better than nothing. I will say that it's better than nothing. So in my haste to get this going, I sort of forgot to calculate the fact that these cities are so tiny. We're not going to be able to move a whole lot of people right away. So you only got 7 people on you, and you've got 8. So yeah, not a whole lot of people moving, wanting to go into these cities, which is unfortunate, because this is where all my money is going in here. And we're coming up on another loan payment, so I'm kind of cringing the thought on that. It's going to be 320,000 in a loan payment, which is just another huge bite. Yeah, there's stuff is unlocking, but I'm not going to be able to pay for much here. See, there's a couple 100,000 more, which is nice. We're making more money. I mean, we're making something, so that's good. There's only 14 people there. I think we're still, look at that, we're growing pretty fast. I should have, in the settings, started this city to be a little bit bigger, because you can, in the map settings, choose sort of a scale of a city to whatever its initial size is. In this city, all the cities on this map I set to a 0.5 size, so they're all about the same size, give or take. Of course, there's some variation, but they're all about the same size in that small category. Well, we got a pretty good number of people here. Let's see how many. Yeah, I'm going to have to completely redo this area in town once the money is better. Because I'm not going to shy away from gutting these cities and making them rebuild if I'm not happy with how they're developing. But it's going to have to come at a time when I'm actually making some money, which is not right now, incidentally. So yeah, we're getting some good. I mean, we're getting some good movement here. This city here is pretty large, and we're moving quite a few people. So it's good. I'm not worried about buses right now. I'm not worried about anything. I just want there to be enough people And once I'm making a subtle, a little bit of profit, I'm hoping, which is soon, because they are making more money. You can see the ratio of income to expenses now is getting better and better for me. So he's got 34 whole passengers now. He's actually gonna give me quite a lot of money on his way back, which is excellent. So this city here will eventually connect north to this city, and then south down to this city. So it's going to have 2 more connections, north and south. So this also going to have a north, south, east, west connection, because I want these 3 cities to be as big as humanly possible. I'm hoping, eventually they actually grow together. That would be even cooler if these 2 cities grew big enough to this, farmland out in the middle of nowhere would actually become a city. That would give me a really good indication of progress. So here's the 34 passengers. Come on, money. Yes. Much better. Much better. You see, we're even closer. We're even closer on that income level. A lot of people heading this way. Not a whole lot of people heading this way, though. All right, well, I will let this run for a while and see if we finally pull ourselves out of this deep, dark pit of debt. And maybe... Ooh, 28 people, yeah. Maybe get a little progress going on this hub city to grow a little bit more substantially, because I want to start growing north here too, because we've got all this population that's able to go north. All right, well, that'll do it for this episode, and I thank you for watching, and I will see you next time.